Welcome back to the Metronome Madness League. We have the Sin City Cyndaquils going up against the BGs in round number 7 of Season 8. Let's get started. We got Jirachi on the side for the Cyndaquils and Dragon Knight on the field for the BGs. Jirachi gonna start things off. Is gonna go for a Crunch. Crunch could be good. Could lower that special defense as well. And it looks like it does get that. Defense drop, excuse me, not special defense, but it does get it. That is good for the Cyndaquils. Dragon Knight looking to, use a guillotine. It was definitely looking to retaliate. Unfortunately, does not land that one-hit KO move. It's also, it could be a double-edged sword there if you miss. Jirachi going for a Morning Sun, getting back the little bit of HP that it has lost. Dragon Knight. Dragon Knight with the ally switch. That, of course, is going to fail as it's not a double battle. We will see more of those throughout the season, but this one is not that. There goes the Charge Beam. Now, that will be a neutral hit against the Flying Dragon type. It does a good amount, but also raises that special attack stat for the Jirachi, giving it a chance to do more damage. There we go. The Dragon Knight going for the Sand Tomb. The attack itself will be super effective, so not a bad idea. Doing a good amount of damage, and Jirachi will take that damage at the end of every turn. That plus his Life Orb may actually take the Jirachi out. That is very, very dangerous for it. And here we go, Jirachi. Gonna go for a Pollen Puff. Pollen Puff, not very effective, but goodness, it did a lot of damage. Didn't expect that much. Dragon Knight, about a quarter of its HP left. It's going to go for a Sunny Day. Oh, looking to land some super effective fire-type moves. We'll see if that works out for the BGs. Trying to turn things around. There goes the Sand Tomb. Jirachi's HP dwindling down. Here comes Jirachi now. Jirachi going for the Strength Sap. That actually was an excellent idea. Strength Sap going to heal the Jirachi while lowering Dragon Knight's attack stat. And Jirachi's back up to full HP. Oh my gosh. There goes the Dragon Knight with a swagger. It's avoided. Remember, if you're enjoying the battle, to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more Metronome Madness League, and of course, I always want to thank my patrons for supporting me and the channel. And we will get back to this exciting battle. There goes the Jirachi with the court change. Of course, nothing has been placed on the field, so that's not going to work out. Dragon Knight gets a free turn. This time it goes for Bolt Beak. Bolt Beak against the Jirachi, doing a bit of damage, not a whole lot. That Sand Tomb still doing some damage. Jirachi almost back at half health. Dragon Knight definitely could have won this matchup against this Jirachi, but just can't seem to get things together. And here we go. There goes the Crush Grip. Crush Grip doing a lot of damage, actually. Dragon Knight in the red. Goes for a Present. That could heal the Jirachi. It doesn't. Does a bit of damage. It wasn't a high roll, though, as Jirachi takes a bit more damage from that Sand Tomb. Dragon Knight hanging on with just a bit. We'll see if it can hang on enough to get rid of the Jirachi. Jirachi is the faster of the two, though, so getting a chance to knock out the Dragon Knight. It goes for a Sandstorm. Interesting tactic, because that Sandstorm will not damage the Jirachi. So it will only damage that Dragon Knight. Good move by the Jirachi right there. Dragon Knight goes for a Whirlpool. Another move that damages at the end of every turn. So Jirachi takes a hit from the Whirlpool. It does not take damage from the Sand Tomb anymore. But there was no extra damage from the Whirlpool. That's interesting. I wonder what happened there. Huh. Belly Drum. It's going to fail. Not enough HP. As Dragon Knight goes forward with the Thunder Shock. Dragon Knight's almost done it. I think it's defeated this Jirachi twice already, but it just can't knock it out, and Jirachi keeps healing itself. This Dragon Knight is down to about 1 HP after the Sandstorm damage. Jirachi now going for the Darkest Lariat. Oh my gosh. Darkest Lariat lands, Dragonite gets knocked out. First Pokemon down is on the BGs. Jirachi actually withstanding the damage from its Life Orb is still on the field. BGs respond with a Yveltal. Jirachi might get one last move in right here. See if it can deal any amount of damage to this Yveltal. It's definitely the fastest between the two of them. It's going to go for the Eruption. Not going to do a lot, because that's based on the amount of HP you have, and Jirachi did not have a lot. It actually knocked itself out because of the damage done from the Life Orb. Wasn't the best idea for them to go for Eruption. Definitely could have used a different move. Yveltal damaged by the Sandstorm, though. And the Cyndaquils get to move on to Landorus. There we go, Landorus against the Yveltal. The second matchup of the battle has started, with each team losing one Pokemon. Here we go, Yveltal going first with a close combat. Not a bad idea at all, but doesn't do a lot of damage. Not very effective. Oh yeah, that's right. It's a flying type. I forget. Or it's not a flying type. It's not very effective. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. It's not very effective though. But Landorus does go for the smackdown, actually taking Yveltal down into the yellow. It's going to use his Jaboka Berry, which damages the Landorus there. Here we go, Yveltal. Gonna go on an offensive here, or a defensive, excuse me, with the Magic Coat. This gives Landorus a chance to attack. Gonna go for a Glaciate. It's avoided. Fortunate, that could have worked out for the Cyndaquils. Go. Yveltal goes for the guard swap. No offensive moves so far. The BGs are playing it safe, I guess. Really focusing on their defenses. See if that helps them stay in the battle any longer. There goes the Storm Throw, though, from Landorus. That does a lot of damage. It was a crit. Yveltal on the red. Not a good look at all. Yveltal's not looking great. There goes the Horn Leech. Horn Leech actually doing a good amount of damage. Landorus in the yellow, and Yveltal getting that health back. Almost thought Yveltal was going to be knocked out soon. It looks like it was able to recover, but Landorus did have a Citrus Berry, which puts it back in the green as well. A lot of healing going on this battle. There goes the Meteor Beam. Meteor Beam gonna hit next turn, excuse me. After it's raised some of the stats. There goes the Yveltal now. Goes for a Peck. Interesting. Peck does a good amount of damage. Not a whole lot, though. There goes the Meteor Beam. Super effective. Yveltal's done. That's two Pokemon down for the BGs. Cyndaquils actually looking pretty good this battle. Volcanion, the last Pokemon out for the BGs. And you're up against this Landorus. Landorus close to half its health, but still hanging on to the green. Here we go, Landorus with the Trop Kick. It's going to be neutral against the water fire type. Does a little bit of damage, and its attack falls as well from that drop kick. Water Shuriken. That is a stab move. It's gonna hit more than once. Landorus is definitely not taking that, and it's done. That's one way to even it up. The BGs even this playing field pretty quickly as Volcanion takes out that Landorus. Now Necrozma is the last Pokemon on the Cyndaquil. Go Necrozma. Gonna go on its own offensive, this time with a water spout, but Volcanion has the water absorb, so all it does is heal it. Bad move by the Cyndaquils. Volcanion goes for the Harden, looking to up its defenses. Cyndaquils have to avoid those water-type moves. Here we go. Necrozma goes for the role play. Interesting. Interesting, actually. So it's going to get rid of its Prism Armor and give itself Water Absorb, nullifying the stab water-type moves that could come from Volcanion. There goes a Hyper Beam, though. It doesn't affect the Necrozma. Bad move by the BGs. Necrozma is still part Ghost-type. Cannot hit it with a normal move. There goes the Sacred Sword. Lance does a bit of damage as Volcanion looks to retaliate with the Superpower. Another move that will not affect the Necrozma. Just mistake after mistake now for the BGs. That's not good. Necrozma going for its own Darkest Lariat. Second time the Cyndaquils has gone for this move in the battle. And it does a good amount. Volcanion almost at half health. Goes for a Fell Stinger. That's probably not going to be a good hit. Not a lot of damage at all. There we go now. Necrozma goes for a Tackle. A Tackle, I guess, comes from the Necrozma, chipping away at the Volcanion. Dual Chop. That will hit twice. It's a Dragon-type move, and it does very little damage. This Volcanion cannot seem to damage this Necrozma right now. BGs are in a tough spot. Necrozma going again. It's going to go for the Cell Rock. Another not very strong move, but super effective. Volcanion takes a good hit, and it's about a quarter of its health left. There goes a double hit. Doesn't affect. And the third time in this battle, BGs just can't get it together with their move selection, giving free turn after free turn to the Cyndaquils. There goes the Icicle Crash. There goes the Stealth Rock coming from the Volcanion. That's another wasted turn. You might as well have used a normal move because Stealth Rock won't do anything at this point in the battle. I think the BGs are throwing at this point as they've come so close, and then at the end of this match, they've just thrown everything away. Necrozma going for the bounce, and that can end the match when it lands. Necrozma avoids that move being in the air. Now it's going to go for the bounce. Bounce lands, and it doesn't take out the Volcanion, but gets the paralysis. And that might be the final nail in the coffin for the BGs. Steel Wing going to land, doing a bit of damage to Necrozma. Too little, too late, as this might be the last turn for the Volcanion. Necrozma gonna go for it with a Gust. If it wins with Gust, that's just a shame. And it does! Volcanion goes down to a Gust, and the win goes to the Cyndaquils. Excellent match between these two teams. Make sure you guys leave a like on the video, subscribe for more Metronome Madness League, and of course, thank you very much for watching. I will catch you next time.